guys, how's it going? Welcome to the very first episode of Dustbin Dick's Pick and Mix with me, Andy.
And me, Dustbin Dick.
Well, your real name's Rich, isn't it? But why do we call you Dustbin Dick?
So I've been christened Dustbin Dick because whenever there's any leftovers at South Birmingham Curry Club, they usually come to me. So yeah, I'm now the human dustbin.
We've got basically like a funnel, and whatever's left over, we just tell him to lie down, put the funnel in his, and just pour it in.
That's it, brilliant.
And then he goes, I'm a happy man.
Certainly do.
So the whole idea of this basically is we're going to review some stuff, and Dustbin Dick has to pick his favourite one, and at the end, just for a laugh, we're going to mix it all together and see how it tastes. So to start off with, obviously curry's our game, so we're starting off with some tinned curries. Do you ever have tinned curries?
No. I can't imagine why anyone would buy a tinned curry, to be honest, unless it was for a rations reason.
So the plan is, we've got 6 curries, all tinned, from various different supermarkets, and we're going to start with, we've got A to F, and we're going to try each one, and then we're going to rate them and put them all in order, and then Dustbin Dick is going to pick his favourite one. You ready for this?
Born ready.
Off the bat, some of them look decent and some of them look crap, don't they?
I'm looking at one in particular, and it does look like congealed dog food. It looks like dog food that's been through a dog.
I was going to say, more like as it's come out the other end.
Yeah, it does, it's grim.
Right, should we get stuck in then? So,
where's A then? This one's
A's over there, yeah.
Right then.
So we're abiding by COVID stuff here, so we've got our own separate spoons, we're going to throw them away. So.
No double dipping.
So this is the first one. It looks a bit cow patty to me.
Yeah.
But let's see. Looks like beef, doesn't it?
It looks like beef.
Does it taste like beef? Ooh. That's not bad.
I'm surprised actually. That beef. They've managed to get a tender piece of beef in a can. I mean, there's only about 2 different spices going on there, but
yeah, but it's got some flavour to it.
Yeah. I'm actually for a tinned curry.
It's not bad at all, is it? And I always like. I don't know why it is, but I'm always drawn to a curry that's darker in colour. I don't know why.
I think it looks rich, doesn't it, when it's dark?
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
There's no heat to that, is there?
No, none.
So it can't be like a spicier one.
No. It's not very complex. It's the meat quality is good, and the softness and the juiciness of the meat's good, but there's not much going on in terms of flavour.
No,
really.
And do you know what I find interesting as well? If you look at them all, they're all pretty much just meat in a sauce.
Yeah.
There's a couple that look like they've got something else in.
Herbs, yeah, some sort of, yeah.
Well, like veg and stuff.
Veg, yeah.
Like, personally, I prefer like onions in it and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, different textures, because that is just 2-dimensional. It's a gravy.
Yeah.
With a chunk of meat floating in it.
But flavour-wise, I don't think that's too bad to start off with.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the price of that one, but I'm guessing it's going to be a bit more expensive because the meat's nice in there.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I think that's about right. Right, cool. So we got to B then.
Number B. Let's do number B.
Let's go for it. Right, let's have a look.
You do
What's
the
this
arms.
one? So this one's a bit lighter in colour. Go for it. It's a bit like gelatinous.
It is like gravy.
So that's got like much smaller pieces of it. It looks like chicken, I think.
Chicken.
Right, something that can vaguely pass as chicken.
Mate.
Oh!
Mate.
Oh! What is that? What the hell is that? New small then.
That is bad.
Still chewing the meat.
The meat is drier than dry. Like, it's wet on the outside, but as soon as you bite it, the inside of the meat is like a ball of flour. And the sauce is like a jelly, but slimy as well.
And it doesn't taste like curry.
It doesn't.
There's no heat.
It doesn't taste like curry. It tastes like a stew that someone's messed up and threw some curry powder in.
Let's turn the stew into a curry.
Oh, that's bad.
That's not good at all, is it? Now, I would suggest that it's got to be one of the cheap ones. If not, then someone's doing something wrong, seriously wrong somewhere.
It feels like they've cooked that chicken for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's gone past the point of being tender, and it's actually stiffened up again.
Yeah, that's weird texture, isn't it?
Really weird.
Really weird.
All right, let's swiftly move on from that one.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
So we've got now C. This looks quite promising, I think.
I've been eyeing this one up. I won't lie.
Yeah. So it looks like it's got more to it. There's
yeah.
You can see onions in there.
There's onions. There's some kind of herbs in there and spices you can see in there. It has for a non beefy looking one. So a chicken one, it's got quite a lot of colour. So
yeah, I think you're right. It actually looks the most appealing colour out of all of them, I think. These are all a bit school dinnery. I think these ones are there.
I'm going to try and get some meat and some whatever veg and herbs.
Decent chunks of meat. Okay. So that one's got slight more spice to it.
Still, yeah, I agree. More going on in there, but chicken's still very, very dry. It almost, the sauce that the chicken's in is quite tasty, but then as soon as you open up that chicken, it sucks all the moisture out of your mouth.
Yeah, I think there's slightly more complexity in that one. It's like
there's more going on, and it's got a bit of a heat, and it would pass as a curry. It is a curry.
Well, I'm not going to lie. D looks a bit grim to me.
Show them how bad D looks.
Now this is like 1980s school dinner.
It is. No, do you know what it reminds me of? Do you know whenever there's a prison fight?
Oh shit!
Do you know whenever there's a prison fight?
Whenever there's a prison fight,
when something gets thrown. It looks like that.
What films are you? Is it a film or is it just like general life?
It's just my general life. Don't want to talk about it.
Right, I dare you to try and find some meat in this.
This is a veggie curry.
Look at this. I don't know.
Is it meant to be a meat curry?
I've got no idea. We'll find out after. Oh, I think I found something that resembles, and you can tell because it's got like little cubed potatoes.
It's perfectly square, yeah.
So it's like
I don't know.
They're trying to fill.
I've got something.
They're trying to fill it, aren't they? With
I've got 2 different colours of something.
Oh. 2 different colours of grim. That's what you had.
I thought that one was bad.
That's a real toss-up now, isn't it?
I didn't think that one could get worse.
But at least you can see the meat in that one.
Oh,
That
is bad. How can I describe that?
I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna use the back end of the spoon, just to show you the meat that's in, or
There's
alleged meat in this. Look, can you see that?
It's like cat food.
It's ridiculous. How can I class that as meat?
Again, that is just slime
That better be like
with colouring. It's got a good colour, but that colour doesn't mean anything. That is just colourant that they've added, and then they've managed to make something taste like dry curry powder. That's amazing.
Well, we're learning things today anyway. We didn't think that curries could be this bad, but
I don't know how they can write curry on it.
It should be
that was disgusting.
Stew, curried stew or something.
It's a new food.
It is. Right.
It is like ration food. Bad.
Definitely.
Oh.
Right. E. Now this looks decent, I think.
I can see that there's some chunks in there, isn't there?
There is some
I'm
chunks in
hoping
there.
it's chicken.
And there looks like there's some kind of substance to the gravy as well.
Yeah, it's not gelatinous.
You see that? So I'm quite optimistic about this one. I was going to say excited, but that takes it too far.
I didn't think I was going to get full eating these, but you pick the smallest bit.
Ooh.
What are you saying?
Ooh.
Okay.
That is the first one I'd go back and have a second fork full of.
Yeah.
Not gonna, because
That's the first one.
But that's nice.
That's the first one that the chicken isn't super dry.
Yeah.
It's actually got a bit of moisture to it.
Yeah.
That's really well.
But you can tell by the
edible.
Yeah, you can tell by the look of the sauce as well. Though you can see like the
It's got
grains of.
If you compare that, how shiny and you can see the grease floating on the top of that. It's literally a puddle of grease.
The grease is trying to escape it.
Even the grief don't like it. Chris, like, get out there.
Now that's decent. I think that's pretty decent.
Yeah. That's got, and in terms of flavour, see, that's got a few. This has got none. That's got a few. This has got absolutely none. And what is there is horrible. But that's actually got about 4 or 5 different things going on in there that I can taste. I can taste onion, garlic, cumin. Yeah.
Bit of ginger in there. That almost tastes like one that you get out of like a takeaway style supermarket product.
Yeah, definitely.
And the obviously they're served in like plastic things anyway, so it's not like they're way better than a tin.
No.
But I think people just have this preconception of a tin that it's going to be crap anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
yeah, not bad.
That's decent.
Not bad.
Right,
what was that E?
That was E. So last one. Now this,
thank God,
the jury's out on this one. I think I can't decide whether it looks decent or not. It's got a slightly more yellow tinge to it.
It looks like a Chinese curry sauce that you get.
Does a little bit. Decent chunks of meat though. Look at that.
Well, that is a monster bit of meat.
I'm having that one. So look at that. Decent bits of meat.
Of course, me. Dustbin. Cream. Greedy. If not, can find them. Oh yeah. Hello.
You got one?
You're not saying much.
I can't decide on that at all. The meat's very dry, isn't it? Again. Bloody hell. Still chewing up.
Me too.
Sauce wise though, it's not as bad as these. I'd say out of all these, that's like the mid one.
That actually does taste. The meat's crap. It's big chunks, but I think what they've done there is they've overcooked it again to death, and it's gone from tender back to.
Or it's probably when we're reheating it that might have kind of just finished it off.
Yeah, it didn't need it. Yeah, but the actual sauce, it's
not too bad, is it?
It's not too bad, but it's boring.
Right, so that's all 6 curries eaten. I think in general it's kind of a mixed bag, isn't it?
A few shockers, a few surprises.
So I think we need to put them in order now and like choose what our favourite, like best to worst is. So if we start over that side, that can be the favourite one, and then work this way.
The best here, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Best to worst, I reckon.
Alright, so are we going to move the tin and the...
Yeah, I think we need to. And then we'll do the big reveal.
Well, I'm... Out of them, I'd say this is my second.
I would go for that as well. I think this is probably the best one.
I agree. That's, in terms of... it has to be good for me to beat a beef curry.
Yeah.
That's how good that chicken curry is. That it's beat a beef.
We're agreed then on that.
Yeah.
So
you lift that and shift them, and then we'll.
So the budget on this is quite low. Otherwise, we'd have some kind of mechanism here to.
Or a glamorous assistant.
Glamorous assistant. That's what we need.
Yeah. 2 glamorous assistant. Right. So E in number 1, A in number.
Yeah, we're
2.
happy with that as the second one.
Yeah, I am. Are you?
Think so.
Yeah.
Think so.
Right.
Now, go on. What do you think?
Out of the 3 that all look like bogies, this one has got more going. I mean, it isn't great, but it's a lot better than those.
I almost think that's going to be classed as like a jalfrezi or something.
Yeah, it's a different curry, and it did have some flavour. Chicken was super dry in it.
Tiny bit of heat as well compared to the rest.
It did. It had a bit of a kick, which is good. But yeah, in comparison to these last 3, we're going to struggle putting it. I think I know which is the worst. But
so we've agreed that
goes
third,
next to the beef. Yeah.
Go for it.
So that's C, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3. For me, I am absolutely. I don't think that's the worst.
I think you're right.
I think that's next. These 2 though are both terrible for different reasons. This has got loads of meat in it, but the meat is so dry, and the sauce that it's sitting in is just...
It looks like gloop.
It is like wallpaper paste with a colouring added to it. And then this one is just as bad, because it's got literally no meat in it. It's not as gloopy as that one, but then they've added next to no flavour.
which is quite hard to achieve, really.
I don't know how they've done
it. Who cooks this in like a factory or whatever?
And tastes it and goes, yeah, that'll do. That's the attitude, actually. That'll do.
But then they're still selling it.
Yeah.
Like we could make a curry for, let's say this is £1. I've got no idea. We're going to find that out in a bit. Let's say that's £1. We could still make a better curry than that for £1 easily. And they're mass producing it. They've got a bloody.
I could accidentally make a curry better than that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So I am going to say literally swap B with that one. So this is the worst.
Okay. I'm struggling to remember the difference between those two. To be honest.
Well,
let's do that for now.
Do you wanna?
I think we're gonna need another taste.
I'm torn.
Don't really want to try again.
I'm conflicted.
I don't really want to try it again.
I know why we
clean forks.
New forks. Very gentlemanly. I don't even know what meat is this. I thought it was chicken the first time we've eaten it.
It looks
now
like it's supposed to be beef.
It does. I thought it was chicken the first time.
We are literally gluttons for punishment. Oh, look at that!
We're welcome to
that.
Fill your boots.
Immediately wish I hadn't.
Yeah, you should have just gone for
It's
carrot.
got like a bitter taste to it.
Oh, it's horrible. It is bad.
Wish I'd have had a smaller bit of beef.
I did think he was brave.
But I thought the beef would be like, if I found a big bit of beef, that'd be the best bit, but it wasn't.
No.
Like this, I think this one looks the worst.
It does look the worst. It does literally look like cat food. You've done that quick. Was that to get it over with?
Yeah, I nearly held my nose as well.
Like a bush took a trial.
Okay, on second inspection, I actually think that's better than that.
Yeah, swap them round. It is bad, but that is almost as soon as that hits your mouth, the texture and the taste of that. I've never gagged on like a curry before. Have you ever eaten a curry and wanted to gag?
No.
What I'd say is there's a noticeable jump between the good ones.
I think you're right.
It doesn't gradually go good and then down.
No. It'd be interesting to the price point.
It goes from really nice curries in a can to dog food.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to the price point if there's a big jump between these three and them three.
Yeah.
Be interesting.
If one of them is expensive, they need reporting to somebody. That is
Trading standards.
definitely it's bad.
Okay, so we've picked our order. So should we do the big reveal and see what's what? Should we start with the worst or the best? We'll start with the worst, don't we?
Yeah.
So we have a drum roll, please. Say Morrison Savers beef curry.
That is not a curry.
But that's not surprising that that's like a Savers one.
That's the only thing that isn't a lie on there.
And to be
Word
fair,
Savers.
it looks like it does on the.
It
does exactly what it says on the tin.
Even the picture looks grim.
So apparently it's mild and it's a source of protein. I don't know who that would be source of protein for.
Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, that kind of says it all. So are you interested to know how much this costs?
I already know it's going to be cheap, but how cheap?
If you had to guess.
I would say, I don't really shop at Morrison's. I'm going to say a tin of curry. £1.
You reckon £1? He says £1. The actual price,
Higher, lower.
80p.
Still wouldn't buy it. I just don't understand who that's marketed for. Because if you want a curry, you're going to spend more than 80p.
I guess you might have, I don't know, some old people or something, I don't know, who
Maybe.
might kind of not have a palate for this kind of stuff.
That's going to be your Auntie Brenda is going to buy that.
My Auntie Brenda loves curry.
Oh, sorry Auntie Brenda. I
don't have an Auntie Brenda.
That's going to be somebody, you know, when you say you've got a friend over and he loves curry and, you know, you like your relatives like, oh, I'll get something in for them. But they have no idea what a curry is.
And they've got a load of cats. Right, so number 5 or the second from last one anyway. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Drum roll, please. Oh,
Wow.
now this is best one, chicken curry.
It is not the
Was
best
it the best one?
It was not the best one.
Now,
£1.75.
oh yeah, it says the price on there. That's good.
Pounds. Nearly £2.
That is ridiculous. So that's double the price of that. I'd probably swap them round for that. Do you know what I mean?
I can't believe that.
If you
Where's that
get,
from? What shop's that from?
Um,
Like a like a local
I'm just
convenience store.
hearing in my. That's what they're doing. They got it from.
This just in.
Our researchers got it from the local like over the road corner shop sort of thing. So yeah, best one chicken curry, and it says chicken in a curry sauce.
Look at the picture of that, mate.
Look at the size of the chicken. The size of the chicken in that compared to what we actually got.
Wow.
I mean, it probably once looked like that, but it's all fell apart. Right, third worst one.
Middle of the road.
Drum roll, please. Yeah. Okay, so this is Prince's mild chicken curry. So Prince's are the people that do like tinned meats and stuff, aren't they?
Yeah, they do like
It's like luncheon meats and like corned beef and that kind of stuff. So you would kind of half.
It's a brand
to be decent.
That's a brand, isn't it? It's a branded. Yeah.
I mean, it's high in protein apparently.
Yeah. So's earthworms.
So you would expect out of these brands, you would expect that one to be better probably because they specialise in stuff, and that we don't know what that is. We don't know where that's come from, and that's a Savers one, so it's aimed at people who can't.
I can imagine in a one of those shops where in an affluent area they could put quite a decent price tag on that because of the brand.
Probably.
And you pick that up thinking it's quality, and honestly guys, these three are in a totally different category to those last three.
100%.
And I'm going to guess the price of that, with it being Prince's, I'm going to say that is a nearer £2, £2 tin.
Well, let's have a look. Prince's mild chicken curry, $1.90.
Yeah.
So to be fair though, that price-wise compared to that's only what 15p more, but that's a fair bit better than that.
Yeah.
That's
an absolute
rip-off.
Honestly, the trading standards need to step in there. It's just
Well, apparently this one they care about taste, quality, and families since 1900. I don't think I'd beg to say that their recipe probably hasn't changed since 1900 as well.
Yeah.
Cool. So should we see what our third favourite one is? Drum roll. Oh,
What we got?
so this is Morrison's chicken tikka masala. I don't know how that's a chicken tikka masala. I would say that's more of a jalfrezi.
Yeah.
It's definitely not
It's
a
not
chicken tikka.
there's
It's
no-
never seen cream in its life or butter.
There's no teak. There's no teak.
No teak.
Element. Teak in the make.
Apparently it's cooked chicken in a spicy tomato sauce.
Right.
Spicy's
That explains the blandness.
It does. Although, still, like you say, it's way ahead of these ones.
Yeah,
It's a complete step ahead.
It is. There is more flavours going on in there. And you can see the herbs in there. There is chunks of onion in there, and you can taste garlic and ginger. There is bits going on.
So, I'd say that's a fair decent. Well, let's see the price first. That's
Where's it from?
because it's
Morrison's.
Morrison's, but it's not like a Savers one like this one was down here. I mean, let's face it, that was Morrison Savers, wasn't it? You can't compare that to that in no way whatsoever.
How much was that one, boy?
That was 80p.
All right.
So what you're saying for
I'm
the
gonna say 160.
bang on.
Yeah.
So that is exactly, and I would pay double to have that over that any day
I
of the week.
wouldn't. I would never buy that.
You wouldn't, but like if you had 80p, you still wouldn't buy that.
No.
You should buy a Kit Kat or
You
something.
should never buy that.
Now we're getting up to the big boys.
The big boys.
So
These still look nice.
would you expect to pay more for a beef curry? Do you think?
I think so. A
little bit more.
A little bit more because it is a more expensive meat, isn't it? And it's a bit more. It's
Premium?
a premium. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have thought so.
All right, cool. So let's do the big reveal on our second favourite one.
Actually, quite a nice curry.
Way. What is that?
Tesco beef curry.
Now I was expecting that to be a bit more kind of upmarket than
Yeah.
like, Tesco's okay, but I was expecting it to be like a
Made with British and Irish beef, cooked in traditional spices. I'll give them that.
yeah.
I mean, it's not very many spices. There's about 4 in there, but it's nice.
I would expect that to be more of like a finest range or something.
Yeah.
Even though I suppose they wouldn't do a finest range in a tin.
Yeah.
But no, we thought that was genuinely decent.
If you bought that, well, let's say price, but if it's what I think it is, about the same as this one, price point wise, maybe a bit more because it's beef. I'm going to say 190 for that one. Price if it's more.
Tesco beef curry is £1.50.
Wow. And that's £1.75.
Yeah. So that obviously we think that is way better than any of these.
That's my new favourite until I know the price of that one.
Probably right.
Mind you, now that is a nice curry.
But that, surely that, should be on a par with at least these two for kind of like the brand that it is.
Well done, Tesco.
Yeah. Well done,
Fair
Tesco for £1.50.
It's a good curry.
I'd buy that again for £1.50 if I was, if like you want something really quick to cook. Can't be bothered.
Whack that on a jacket or something like that.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Nice. Well done, Tesco. So we're now on to our favourite one, and this is Dustbin Dick's pick of the week for tinned curries. Go on then.
I'll reveal it.
Oh. Oof.
M&S hot chicken curry.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Tender chicken pieces in a hot curry sauce
Not
with
hot.
fruity mango chutney. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Fruity mango chutney.
Yeah. Now, this was more. The beef naturally carries a lot more flavour, I think, in a curry. It has a more richness anyway.
Well, it can overpower the sauce as well.
It can. Where that they've managed to actually make the chicken taste special.
Yeah.
And for it to have beaten a beef, it must have been good. So, okay, M&S.
It makes sense, doesn't it?
It does.
Because I like the the M&S like takeaway rank. They're naans.
Yeah.
They're not. They're those little naans
Yeah.
you get. Like the little packet of 2 you get. They are pretty darn good.
You do sometimes. Majority of the times, I can imagine this being the most expensive.
Yeah.
But you do get what you pay for. Except if
This
you're
has proved that apart from that,
cheeky.
best one.
That's naughty. That is.
It is, isn't it? That's disgusting.
What do you know the price of that? No.
I'm going to look on the sheet now. So what do you reckon?
I reckon
M&S hot chicken curry. It's not. We didn't think it was hot, but it was decent. It was good.
I'm gonna say what I'd be willing to pay for that.
Okay.
And a tin that size for a curry that you could probably just add a bit of rice to and stuff, I'd be willing to pay £3.
£3. Well, you weren't too far off the mark. Slightly cheaper, £2.80.
Bargain.
That is.
I can't express how much these, in comparison, how much better they are. They're not just nicer. These are inedible.
Yeah.
Those three are inedible.
And I think those two are a step ahead of this one as well, almost.
A big step. Yeah, this is edible, but still not nice. Where these two are actually really nice. So well done, Tesco and M&S.
Right. So yeah, that was a decent experience. We learned a lot. We learned that in general you shouldn't really get curries out of a tin.
Unless you die of starvation.
Unless you want to die of starvation. Yeah. So this has been the first episode of Dustbin Dick's Pick and Mix. We've done the picking. Now it's time to do the mixing. So we're gonna, just for a laugh.
I'm not actually looking forward to this at all.
No.
Cheers.
That's not too bad actually. I think the flavours of them have overpowered the crap that was down here.
Right, box it up. Let's take it home.
See you later.
See ya.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.